Just a quick note before we dive in. This is educational content only. Liberty Trading Club is not a financial advisor. Everything you see here is for learning purposes only. Remember, trading involves risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. So always do your own research and trade wisely.
All right, one more time. PBR, what's up, buddy? Um, nice. All right, Joe, ready to go. I just jumped in late with stretch. I mean, that's all there is to it, guys. Not even joking around with that. He said it, and I looked over and did it. Didn't even question it. To the tune that I originally had 6 contracts on it. I'm down to one, or sorry, 4 contracts down to one. I'll lower this down a little bit here. Okay, let's go through a couple quick things. Real quick, I want to add to what Stretch is saying. He covered daily pretty well with you guys. Just look at a couple things here on the 60. The ES kind of settled into a really interesting range area. When we first got up here the first couple times, we saw some pretty decent ranges. And then down here around that 766, 6766, and 6782, which is what I had earlier, call it 82. That could range a little bit, but I would venture to guess that if the NQ does what it should do, the ES is going to continue to drop as well. Now, that is, and Stretch should say, we may have put lows in for the day. We may actually have put the lows in for the day on the ES, but it would be really curious to me that the NQ would jump over here and not fill this gap today with the ES. So that would be the interesting thing to see. Um, we're in a very, very interesting area here, guys. Obviously, we're going to follow our rules. We want to take the shorts as we are in down markets, and it would take quite a bit for trends to turn up. Quite a bit for the trends to turn up. So I would expect some decent, easy swings to trade on the NQ versus the ES this morning, considering that the ES has settled into an area that we've seen a range-bound environment from before. And I'm going to try to figure out, again, we're selling all rallies at this point. We're selling all rallies. I don't really have any levels here between these two areas on the NQ because we didn't spend any time there. No time spent there. So, um, and as I said in my open comments, you'd have to get down to around 350-ish on the NQ to catch up to where the ES is. That's a lot of opportunity, guys. That's a lot of opportunity on the NQ today. So watch for your good rallies to sell on NQ. I mean, the literally the level it just came from would have been the rally to sell. So just a couple things to add to what Stretch said as it relates to the indices here. I don't think I was going to look at the YM this morning as well, just because to see where it's at. Yeah, let's look at the YM just because. Not that we're going to trade it, but gap filled already on the YM. It's down around that range level that it saw when we first got here. So what am I saying? The NQ and the ES and YM are kind of in lockstep right now, and the NQ needs to catch up. So the case lately has been that the ES and NQ have been in lockstep, and the YM's kind of been out there in right field getting bubblegum its hair. And what do those kids do when they put them in right field because they're not that good, or they don't care about being there? They're playing with bubblegum and spinning in circles. That's what the YMs were doing. So the point I'm trying to make here is that if we can stay down below this level, we're either going to see a little bit of a range environment. I would expect a range early on the ES, but again, if we break below those Globex lows, pretty much it's off to the races back to the south side again. The idea today would be to normally we're keeping an eye on the ES to follow the NQ, but I think it'd be the other way around today. Keep our eye on the NQ because it should have a little bit more opportunity in it, a little bit more juice today in the NQ. Should be easier trading too. NQ should be a little bit easier trading this morning. All right. We did good. Had some good shorts. Not didn't have a lot of trades to take, but some good ones. Did well with the M and Q. So the plan with the M and Q, I think, with the easiest plan would be is wait and see if we can stay above the level it's at right now on the NQ or M and Q. We're going to see this little range start to kick in, and we can go two directions on that. Um, I'm kind of afraid, and again, Stretch said the same thing that I had in my mind here is are we going to see the reversal? I don't think so, but stranger things have happened. So if we can stay below, I don't know, 80, let's call it 25,790, um, or even 800, 790 is where I feel more comfortable. Then I'm comfortable getting scaling in some shorts. I'm gonna go down to a 45 tick spread. I know we're in an expanded market, but I think the expansion has happened during Globex. But we'll see what happens. Now let's double check. Did anybody check see if there's any news we're gonna get, even though we're still in government shutdown? Nothing. Nothing. Should be anything really, right? Nah. Well, yeah, whichever one you want to mute. I don't know how you. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So mute the room as long as you can hear me and have a conversation with me, and everybody can hear you. Nope. Mute the main room. Say something. Hey, we're figuring this out. We're starting to figure this out. Um, all right. That's pretty much all I have. I'm keeping kind of loose on this stop here on the ES. I'm assuming Stretch is still in it. Anybody else get in the ES short, or the NQ was a good one too. It just didn't quite set up exactly what you might want it, but it's still a good trade set up. And I want to try to stay in this. Let's go to this ES chart here real quick. This is a lower low from earlier this morning. If we can get back below that, we should start seeing this thing come back and test this Globex low here. So I'd be okay with that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It may take a stop. We should probably just be one tick behind this high here. 750 should be a stop. So one more tick down. 750 stop on the ES if you want to follow me. If you don't, do your own thing. Yeah. How's that been working out for you? Who does that report? Oop, flat. There we go. Put this puppy back over here. Get ready for the next one. That's exactly what I want. Look, double bottom here in Q. So we just want to be a little more cautious. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna be patient. I'm gonna be really patient on this M and Q. Just going to be patient. Um, I got you. All right. Let's see. What time is it? 9:13. Do you know where your trades are? Um, so we couldn't just push lower. Now let's watch this swing on the ES. Honestly, you kind of have to watch the swing here. Swing this last swing high on the NQ. If it breaks above that, then we sit off the shorts for a little bit and let it go to a higher level. So, what I want to do is, okay, let's do this. You guys want to plan our first couple of trades? You guys want to do that? I'm gonna make them say yes this morning. I'm gonna make you guys say yes. But I'm just gonna pull the screen off to the side and plan it myself. Because you're so cold. All right. Um. All right. I'll let you guys pick. You guys pick. You want to do NQ, the tick century on MNQ, or ES? Which one do you guys want to do first? NQ? Anybody else? ES, NQ, or tick century on the MNQ? Got an ES and an NQ. ES, NQ, NQ, ES. Ooh, we're at dead heat here. All right. Well, Rusty's the first one that chimed in with the NQ, even though we're on dead heat. Dead heat. It looks like we're dead heat. Yep. Literally dead heat. Wow. Nope. NQ1. All right. We're starting with NQ then. Okay. So first, let's just adjust where this chart's sitting here so we can look. Hold on a second. You should see what Grace is doing. She's been rolling around on the carpet all morning. I don't. She got all frisky this morning for some reason. She's in a good mood today. She's in a good mood today. All right, here we go. Let's pull this down and squeeze it in a little bit so we can have so I have plenty of drawing space. So first and foremost, let's talk about what we need to be aware of. We need to be aware of these highs here. Any price that breaks above those highs, no more shorts. Okay. Ixnay, X those shorts out. Okay. The next level we would probably want to sell from would be up here around this S1, just above that where we came from before. That's a good level that I've had a while back. That was the only level I had when price came up here. So that's a good one. So be aware of that. That's the first thing. Anything that stays below these levels, and again, we're looking back at it like this. Think about this. This is where they traded long from in Globex, but they also traded short from there. Guess what they did already? They traded short from there. So you'd like to see a sell signal come up here and give you, some kind of little pattern that you can break out of and get the short. Okay, that's trade number one. That's the lowest likelihood trade based on the push up and the failed continuation to the downside. Odds are we're going to settle on some kind of range that would end up with the high being up here. So I would actually really like for price to come up here, and I think the bigger M would be in store, but even a smaller consolidation break. So this would be my number one trade right here. This will be number one trade. That'd be my number one trade. That's what I would really love to see on the NQ, and then chop around here for a minute, and then continue to break down and surpass these lows, and you could stay in that the rest of the day. Odds of that happening, not great. Odds of this being a good trade, pretty darn good. Most of you will probably end up getting stopped out because you like to pull your stops too tight anyway. But there's also a likelihood if this happens, then you're going to see a push up into the middle of the zone that'll take your stop, or between the zones that would take your stop. The other thing is, again, I would expect a range anywhere from where these lows were made this morning. So if I want to continue to draw out what the NQ should do, you see some chop here. push back up, chop around here, get back to the top of this range, come down, probably stall out for a little while in this area. Why? Because that's where it stalled out before, probably. And then you get a little breakout. I can't predict the future on this one. I wish I could. Then I would really not be stupid on this. But you're going to either get a breakout this way or this way, most likely to the upside. So you'll probably see some type of little range. Now, should I do a screenshot just to show you guys? Because last time I did this, I was right, I think. So really, number one trade, push up to this higher level here from Globex. Get a bigger M is what I'd like to see. Try to ride that as long as you can. That'd be number one trade. The subpar trade that I think you could get and try to get something off of would be where the level it's at right now. And the second trade I would be willing to take, and it probably would happen somewhere around 11 too, would be back at the same level but a little bit lower at the bottom of wherever that breakout was, would be the second trade that I'd like to see. I'm going to wait I'm going to do the M and Q last for Tick Century. So those would be the easy trades. Also, there's another trade. This will be number three. This will be number three trade back here. Is if you get down here and get a buy signal, this becomes a two-way trading environment at this point. You get down here and get a buy signal. You take that. That'd be my number three trade on the NQ. No, will there be trades in the middle here? Yeah, yep. There probably will be trades, some scalps and stuff, but the ones I would like to see would be those. Okay, perfect, Rusty. Screenshot it so you can rub it in one day. I love it. I've been wrong. I was wrong one time. Totally was wrong. Paul, you remember that one time I was wrong? He's talking on mute. That one time. So that's most likely what's going to happen. Most likely. I did. I have it. I screenshotted it. I'm going to copy that and paste it somewhere. Here. I'm going to put it in chat for you guys, everybody. Somebody save that. All right. So you might be getting that first trade we talked about here in a second. Again, not my favorite because it broke the swing high from earlier. I'd rather go up to the next level now for the next trade, like I just said. Market doesn't have to do it, but Paul call it for you when it sets up. If it becomes a short, he'll call it, right, Paul? Yeah. So ES. Now again, based on what I talked about this morning, okay, and looking at the higher time frame charts, we have. Let's pull this back over, and I'll just remind you guys, this is how I get this information. It's not rocket surgery. I have a range sitting up here. Okay. So the top of the range should be about where that Globex was on the ES. If it can stay a little bit lower, we're going to have a range from that probably around like 82 up to it'd be a pretty good size range up to maybe where we're at right now. So the point I'm trying to make is you might end up with a fake out unless that's already happened. So trade one on the ES is from about where we're at right now. See where all these trades are taken in Globex? Right in this zone. So you might be getting that. Let me look and see real quick if you're getting that trade. It's not setting up right, but it's starting to happen. You might get a little bit of an M here, so that's just literally what I was about to draw. This M that pushes down with the lower leg. I'm trying to set up if I want to take a look at that one or not. Let's see. So you'd probably want to see if it sets up. I'm gonna switch over real quick. So you'd want to see this. It's here already. I'm not even gonna do that. Watch this. You're already here. uh, make this a little bigger for you guys so you can see current price action. Oh, there's Grace is here too. I know. Make this a little bigger. It's an M. Okay, so it looks like we might be getting here, guys. So this is exactly what's going to draw out. Push up this level, push up a little higher, get this get this M to form, and let that try to continue down. Again, based on what happened back here, I don't think price is going to go backwards like that. But based on what happened back here, we'll probably see it stall here, try to take a stop, and then if it continues down, this is not high likelihood. We're going for the lows. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this push up, continue to push up here. This is most likely in my scenarios. Looking back at Globex, this is where I'd want to see the M come from up here. A bigger M up here. I would sell the second leg of that, maybe a test of that S2. And then likelihood this one runs down, gets everybody thinking short somewhere on this 82 level here. And then you get that push back up, one more short opportunity, and it comes down, doesn't quite make a new low. And then we push back up and settle into a range somewhere in this environment here. So that's most likely the ES. So this would be my number one trade back here. This will be what I would consider my number one trade. This I would take. If this finishes forming an M, I would look at that. It's starting to do it now. And then I look for the bigger rally back up here to sell that. That's what I would do. Okay. It looks like we might. It's just trying to do it. I'm gonna give it just a second. If this bar can finish red, I'm gonna get in it on the ES here. NQ's not looking too good for that short. All right, M and Q, real quick. M and Q before we get to the open here. So the idea would be is if we hit that, if we can settle into this range. So what would give me that idea that we can settle into it? A good sell signal, my number one sell signal on the NQ. So as soon as if we see that, then this guy is looking at two directions. So we're somewhere in the middle now, or it needs to be down a little bit further. But I'm not going to go now, but something like that would make me feel real comfortable being inside that range. There's a lot of price action up here that should keep us on the short side of things. We haven't really got anything to prove to us that we can take the longs from down here, except for a couple areas have. So that's my plan for the M and Q. Is it a good plan or no? If I could see this go a little bit lower here, I would turn that on with a believe it or not, probably with a long at the market. Oh yes, maybe. All right, that bar did finish red, so here we go. I'm in it. Good job, stretch. Like I said, you'll probably get some decent trades. And again, like I said, I would rather see the short on the NQ up here. It may or may not happen. I don't know. Yes. No. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I was trying to say, guys. I said if this bar finished red, I was going to get in the trade. I did it. Target's off now. Sorry, guys. I thought that was really clear. You heard me say that, right? If this bar finishes red, I'm getting in the trade. No, you got in early. Oh, yeah. It's all right. Target's off. You'll get another chance, guys. You'll get another chance. Don't worry. Okay, good job, Dustin. It's all right. Don't worry, guys. We'll be getting another chance here. Yeah, we're coming into the open here. So, those of you that are struggling to be profitable, here, I'll put my trade up on the story, guys. I got a lot going on, people. Give me a minute. Trying to coach you guys. Got a lot going on here. You good, Joe? Man, this NQ is going to prove me wrong first thing, isn't it? All right. Those of you that are struggling to be profitable, um, okay. At this point, you kind of have to sit on the sidelines till after the open. There's no need rushing in. If you didn't get that one, don't get in now. It's coin flip territory right now. Gonna go through my little disclaimer before the open. If you're struggling to be profitable or newer to trading, do me a favor and sit on the sidelines till about, I don't know, maybe 6 minutes after the open. Let the silly retail people chase the institutions, get stopped out all over the place. Let them do that, not us. Um, I'd love to see the open come with a push up on the NQ like I asked for. So, Madam Market, please give me that push up so we can push it back down and get in that little range for the NQ. We shall see. That's what I gave 25,700 earlier, Isaac. So, good call on that. All right. There's the. I'm gonna squeeze the stop down a little bit. I was too tight there. Go down to 1150 again. Several targets off, so good shape on that. We are open for business. There's your short. Oh, EQ is already proving me wrong, isn't it? Yeah, we might have to change our bias to just a short bias here on the M and Q. On the M and Q. Oh, I think probably. We'll see. It's got to go below that Globex low. If it hits the Globex low, all bets are off. Goes below that, like I said in the opening comments, goes below that, we are short. Oh shoot, I do, don't I? Thank you, Joe. A lot to keep up with here, guys. Lots to keep up with. Date and time. What in the world is going on? Why did I not fix it? Hold, please. I may have to. I ended up with a new internet provider, and I'm supposed to be faster, but might need to reboot. Yeah, we'll try the other clock sync, and see if that works. That's not 6 minutes. What he meant to say is if you're consistently profitable, you could try 26 minutes. Do you hear me? That's what he meant to say. Is if you're already consistently profitable, no, listen. If you're already making money trading, listen to what he says. If you're not making money, don't take that in the open. That's all there is to it. That was a big one. Let's see if we get that M up here where I wanted it. ES is starting to settle in that range that I talked about earlier, so not quite as big of a range as I thought it'd be, but it's still in it. All right, I gotta fix this lag, guys. 46 seconds is too much. Hey, wow, look at that. Let me get stuff back on here. Well, this would be the bigger range I expected from the ES if that starts to form now. Um, Obviously, you had the short on the NQ, but I did not see it to call it. And if the NQ can stay below that pivot or below the Globex low, you're getting a sell signal now. I like everything short below these lows. Starting to think short here on the M and Q. Yeah, for now, I'm still in kind of a wait and see. It is 9:36 right now. Um, let's do a little math on it. 750. It says 45 ticks would be fine. Based on where this should go, it'd be probably safer to start it up here. We'll probably end up with a. I just don't like that it couldn't stay down this time. I'm I gotta be honest. My original thought process here is that two direction play. That was my original thought process, and waiting for it to get right in this area that it's in right now. But that's still scary. That's still kind of scary. There's your sell two coming up. Just missed it. I'm scared of the market this morning. It's just I don't like when the market's going. You know, this is so typically. Think about this, guys. Here, let's do a little thought project other than trading and trying to give our money to the market. Is why would price make the sneaky move overnight and then settle into these precarious areas for the ES and NQ where you could see a gap fill, but now it's just ranging around. Same for the ES because they want to take your money. That's all there is to it. No, no. Now, if it can make a new low here, I go short bias all day long. I missed that short on the ES here, guys. Should again, I think most likely end up in that two-way trading environment. Again, this is pretty much what I drew out. It's just a little bit lower, just a little bit lower than I thought it would be. So here we go. We get back to the middle here, guys. We get back to around I don't know, call it 711. There you go. You did call them long. Trader Tom, what is the rule when the SMA EMA cross? It's just momentum change with the cross. Meaning if it crosses down, you want it to pull back. Yeah, you want the rally to short it. Crosses up, you want the that's usually it really is, guys. I mean, the first that's true. The first trade after the EMA SMA cross is usually the highest or any rally. So first sell signal. Yeah, first sell signal on the downside. All right, I think we can probably convince ourselves to do this. Um, I wanted to come back a little higher, didn't do it on the M&Q. I'm trying to find a place here on the ES to give you guys a good trade. Oh, the NQ is as well. Yeah, this was my original thought. If it can get back up here on the NQ, we go two directions on the MES. I'm gonna keep that 45 tick space because I like it. It shouldn't get us too heavy on contracts. And then if the only thing I don't like is us hanging around the bottom here trying to go two directions. You almost have to think counter on the long sides, but we'll see what happens right now. Yeah, it's just gonna bust right through that. All right, now we see what happens up here. This is where if you're brave enough, this is where you'd want to go two directions with this, but I don't know if I'm quite that brave. This is where you'd want that two direction play somewhere around where we're at right now. I'm not that brave. Look at this. This is going to shoot right up. Don't forget, on the NQ, we wanted that trade from up here. So you could look for something up there. Well, there it goes. It's going to keep going up. That is just why I wasn't brave enough to do it, man. Reversal. So earlier I drew out drew a little circle around these highs here. Keep our eyes on those. If we break above that, we're going to go back into a long bias. Or we wait for a bigger pullback. We could possibly let me look at this again while I'm waiting for a decent trade setup. Yeah, I mean we could possibly start trying to build a short bias. I don't like that the ES pushed into the gap so many times and then pushed back out. which is pretty much exactly what the NQ did. So the ES has got to stay down here, or else we don't short it anymore. So, and this isn't setting up to make me feel comfortable. I mean, it's definitely a short area, but they're reversing right now. So if you got some capital you can risk on it, this is a short setup, but it's got here. Let's draw the box like we normally do. Oh, where's it at? Just tell yourself that price has to break out of here to sell it. NQ tried to, but same thing here on the NQ. This bar has a finish red. That's a huge risk too. This is if the next bar see it's got to finish red. Don't trade this. You don't trade it. It's not doing anything you want it to do. Thanks, Coach Brian, for keeping us out of trouble. This point, man says, listen to Coach Brian. He might, I can't, we we really got to start thinking reversal territory. This is supposed to be a good area for us to go two directions, but I just, you look at this market and tell me you want to go two directions with it. It says long to me. And that's why I was hesitant this morning. Now, I will probably look at starting to get in a couple longs here. Let me look at what this looks like. I can't call the short for you guys. I'm sorry. I'd be okay with that. Oh shoot! I guess I might as well do it now. I already tried it. Let's do it. Long 45 tick space. Let it come back down. Grab a couple contracts. Hopefully, give us another long here. 10 orders. Yeah, I already turned it on. It literally went and got one contract. I'm negative now because of that, but that's all right. I'd like now. I'd like bingo. That's exactly. Now I'd like that you switch your thought process a little bit. Now you'd like to see the long come from. You'd like to see the long come from that 700 area, Isaac. I think right. Even yeah, for somewhere around 730. Like to see that long from somewhere around 730. ES is not going to give us anything clean. This is silly. Michael. I got in on pullback 714. Nice. I don't know, Joe. What I'm trying to find is a good long setup for you, Joe. That's all I'm doing, and it's not giving it to me on the ES or the NQ really right now. If you're following us on Tick Century, obviously you know the play that we're looking at. I mean, I want to see it. I want to see it come back down here and test and turn around and go back up. And either way, this isn't horrible. Look, guys, there's a lot of buying that happened back here. Like this is what I keep telling you guys about with Tick Century. Look back, look, guys. If you're not using this as a tool, it's silly. Look at all these trades. You're telling me the price is just going to bust through there at this point? If they do, that's not our fault. It's just pure manipulation. You guys see what I'm talking about? Anybody? So, if you can look left to stay right, and Tick Century did say we want a long bias or two directions. Either way, I mean, as long as you got good tick spacing and you're within an area that has said that there's a lot of trades happening, there should still be trades happening. Anybody other than Joe? Anybody? Guys, look. What do we always look left? What are we looking left for? We're looking left for the trades that are happening. See, that's what we do. Look left to stay right. That's Lulu coined the term for us. Yeah, look at that. Genius. Genius on our part. Oh my goodness. Joe, and I'm sorry, I just can't find a long trade for you on the ES here, buddy. I can't. I this is I'm not gonna throw my money at that long. Even though I would I would take a buy stop above S1 right now. But that's I think I'd have to be above this upper zone here at 68.25-ish. Uh okay. I'm going with you. I'm going with you. I'm doing it with you. No, I did the same thing. I pushed it out of the way. I want to be net one long anyway at this point, so that's not gonna hurt my feelings. We have this simple little thing called Chart Trader. You can just right click on the screen and add a position, put a buy stop or buy limit in. This thing's gonna go though. We just have a buy limit in. What? Again, let's look back here. Go to the tape. Look back at the tape. If price can stay above these levels from the Globex, you have that one little peak high there, but really the level's probably around 790, which is I think I said that earlier. If price can stay above 790, then I would probably look at adding another M and Q here. If it can't, it keeps bouncing up and down here. I'll be happy with that too. Either way is bueno for me. Either way. Guys, I really wish I could find another trade to call, but the the other ones are kind of tough. I mean, if you got bigger accounts and you want to do the MES, you could do the exact same thing we're doing with the M and Q. If you want to do it with the MES, guys. By the way, does everybody know that I'm doing a little training after we close the main room today on Tick Century? Only one person sent me what they wanted to see. Get this target out of the way. That's what I think I'm gonna try to add it. Well, again, staying above that 790 level. I think what I'm gonna do is just try yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm gonna just turn off Tick Century. That way I keep my one position. I'm gonna keep moving that target too. I gotta find a target and then I'm gonna turn it back on so I can add back into this and keep that one position. Oh no. All right. Now I can add back into this. I'm gonna add back into it. Yeah, turn it off on the strategy because unless or you can add your add a contract yourself, whichever way you want to do it. No, just kill all your targets and limit orders, and then if you want to add a contract, do it. But you can add a contract with it on. I just wanted to keep my fill price, so I didn't want to turn it off and lose that position. I'm about to put one in, so we're up a good $100 and something dollars, like $200 or something right now on it. So, and then yeah, well, it's going to kill your stop. Turn it back on, then put a stop in. And now let's look and see where we're going to go. Trying to find, guys. I really want to find a trade for it. We broke up here, guys. This is wow. Okay, they might actually try to retrace Globex. They did it. They've done it before. I mean, it's not like this is new territory for us. I should have used bigger tick spacing on this. Should have increased that a little bit, but we should shape there. Um, so you got a little headwind up here around 850, 845, 840, 850. And then the level that I talked about earlier was around 971. I'd be okay riding at the 971. That is why I waited this morning, guys. I really want to figure out a way. I mean, let's look at the ES. Maybe I can do a bull flag on it. I am pretty green this morning. Um, we're there. We're above it. Same level as before. I was talking about on the ES this morning around 860, 68, 68, 61, 62. So, and we broke all these little things in Globex. So we just need a little bit of a pullback or a bull flag. So if you got a bigger account, you can build buy stop at 68, 30, 75. And then I got a lot going on, people. A lot going on. They already showed up this morning. Yeah, I'm gonna put that buy stop in, y'all. Oop, there we go. We're in. Oi, oi, oi. Tom, guys, I'm trying to find your trade. This is not easy. There's no A plus trade to be had right now. I hope you guys understand that, right? I'm gonna do. A couple people messaged me on Tick Century. I'm gonna be doing that right. Getting into the trade. I'm gonna be doing that at 11. So a couple people asking me about Tick Century. We're gonna be doing that at 11. Oh no, I meant to keep that target. Dang it. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna keep that one net long here. I'd like to have two. I'm gonna go to a higher tick space. So I'm gonna go to my 60 tick space because this should run. I'm gonna go ahead and go in at the market again, and I'm gonna keep pushing this target. Um, Again, Joe, Tom, you guys that are asking me for trades, I hope you get this. I mean, I am long on this little bull flag here because I have the account to do it in that one account, but I wouldn't have done it on this account. Totally would not have done it on this other one's prop account that I'm showing this screen on. This is fun stuff. Hey, here's some cliff notes for tomorrow. What time do we start these longs here, guys? We started them around 9:42. Make that note if you don't mind. Somebody make that note for me. 9:42. Show people. Show people. Yeah, that's guys. I mean, again, if you got the account, you can. We've got some ticks to go here on the ES. Just going to use the chart I'm on right now. If you got the account, we were looking for 61, so that's 30 points above. Um, what I'm trying to get for some of you guys is a pullback. So you might be getting a little bit of a pullback. You might be getting it now, guys. NQ's setting up looks like to be a little bit better. Don't just jump in though on the NQ. Let it build a little structure, guys. Like what we talk about here. Let the NQ here build yourself a little structure to break out of. You'd like to see it probably a little bit lower, but it's probably going to do it right now. You guys like the yellow pin? So here, you've already got something being built right here. And so if this stays lower and then, or stays, maybe you get a rejection wick down here and then a bar that breaks out here, that's your buy. Okay. ES just isn't doing it for us. But you'd like to see the same thing on the ES, some kind of little box that you can draw around this. and a bar that breaks out of it for your buy. Again, you'd probably want to see it a little bit lower, but it looks like it's trying to do it now. There you go. It's about the best you can do with this, guys. I don't know what else you can do with it. And this isn't the highest probability trade either. The one we had earlier, the breakout was a higher probability at that point. There you guys go. There's your targets off, everybody. Low 30.25 is your stop. Who? No consistency roll on top step. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think you have to follow the consistency rules. You just have to keep trading after you have a huge day, right, Paul? Yeah. I mean, if you want to wait to get your payout for another few days, take the big trades. I mean, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Boom. There you go. You guys are all in, right? Yes. Joe, Tom, I tried to get you guys in Q Megan. I tried to get everybody in on this one. This is the best trade I could find for you guys. Joe, did you get it? Stay in it, guys. Stay in it. I tried to get you guys in this. Be nice, good. I really tried. I drew it out and everything for you, and it did it exactly the way we thought it would. Stop on the NQ now is uh 58, 858 on the NQ. ES, you're gonna be lower than that. Where do you want it? ES, you could have a well, yeah, I'm leaving plenty of room too. ES stop then would be 3250. That's about the best you could do. Keep it going, guys, go. Oh no, Joe, his ninja froze. It really just be nice and a bunch of people. Remember what we're shooting for 9 what on the NQ guys? 9 what? And what we're shooting for on the ES? Although the NQ is way further up there. Look at this. Like 970, even 950. What's that? What'd you say? We're only up $400 on the MES on the MNQ. I mean that's it. Yeah, that's it. You can't make money on you can't make money on my impossible. You can't make money. YOLO. YOLO. No, that's so silly. Oh, you guys are having ninja issues? Man, is that why there's only so few people in? Oh, I'm gonna need to send you a message on this. Go in our me, you, and the three of our chat. What? Oh, I'm told, dude. I'm in. You know, I'm gonna talk to you about that again today. We're gonna make this thing work big time. Well, longer than that. Oh, they know it. They know how freaking stubborn I am. Who here doesn't know that I'm thick-headed? And if PBR says something, next time I see him, I'm gonna smack him just a touch. There you go. At least you're on board with it. Just a touch. What? No, what? Michael's met me. He knows I'm a little thick-headed. All right. So here's what we do. I think we lighten up a little bit since we're stalling out here. I don't want to get a big drop down and take us out. We've gotten some profits in here. So I think at this point, what I do is kill tick sentry and put a stop in with my net one contract, guaranteed win no matter what, or try to get a target down here, or we can just put a stop in. Here's what I like. Here's what I like. I like the two positions I have on the M and Q. So I'm going to turn off tick sentry again. Turn it off. I'm going to keep that one target there, and I'm going to put a stop in for my guaranteed win here. And then, because if it comes back out there, it's going to go all the way back. And then I'll put a catastrophe stop somewhere back here for the time being. If we break back out again, all bets are off. I'm going back into this puppy. So if we break out of this little range around this S2, which we should, I mean, again, 950 at least is where we should end up going. I'm going to. I just don't want to take that much risk after being up $400 on it. Seems like a smart thing to do, right? PBR, yeah. No, you're definitely, man, you're both a little thick skulled. That's why we get along, dude. Again, if we break back out, I change it. I change back to scaling back into the longs. I'm gonna put my target back up here. What am I saying? Seven. I'm gonna use 950. I'm gonna say 950 as a target. What's the worst that happens? And I keep my ticks facing at 60 on that just in case I turn it back on. Paul's gone. We lost him. So we got a little room up here on the upside. You guys staying in this ES trade? Yeah, I can now. 34.50 a stop on the ES. 34.50 stop on the ES. NQ, you don't really have a good stop on the NQ right now. It's got to push up. What we got to do is we got to push up. The the NQ needs to do some calisthenics. Push up. We got to get out of here to get the new stop on the NQ. That would be our new stop. We just did that on the ES. It pushed out. So that's why we moved our stop up. So hopefully we get a little retrace to here. It turns back around. Rusty, you doing some of this? Is Rusty in? Rusty, you getting some of this stuff? I always like to ask the new people if they're doing well. So we should maybe see something like turn around something there. Yeah, I'll be looking for a good pullback. Oof, man, you had bad. It's just bad timing for you today, Joe. That's just bad timing, man. Okay, all right. Chime in, Rusty, anytime if you need something. I I have to assume people are doing good if you're not chiming in. That's what I have to do. All right, let's see this get turned around here on the NQ. This is where it should start turning around at. I actually get a buy signal on the NQ from here. Might actually get a buy signal on the ES from here. Not quite as good on the yeah, I was gonna say it's not quite as good on the ES as the NQ did. There it was, guys. Target's off on the NQ. Hmm? Yeah. Well, that's why I put my stops in. I gotta be honest with you. I don't even want to give back any of that money. I'm gonna do both of my stops and at the same price level here on the MNQ on the MNQ. Nope. I don't know if I'll trade it this afternoon either. For me. Move to the next one. You know what's funny is that on the 699, the M&Q money line works pretty darn good. I mean, like, really good. Yeah. Use the ES settings. Use the ES settings. Well, the NQ's in, I've got that dialed into it pretty good. Oh, there we go. Flat. Yay. Yay, good job, guys. Okay, you guys on Lingo and putting it together what is happening on the chart. Okay. Yeah, I know, Rusty. That could be a little bit to begin with. Well, you're now getting along on the ES. That's kind of where you wanted to see the ES long come from. So, but you're right. If the NQ breaks down a little bit further, you might want to see the buy come from the 200 on the NQ. Well, I tighten my stop up. We still should have some juice on the upside, guys. There should be still some room for growth, room for a move up. And again, on another chart, I have 6847 on the ES. And then the next one is 6867. I would be comfortable shooting for that. There's they're long that I just gave you guys on the ES and the NQ. It just went from the same spot. Let me see. Um, I select the area around 970, 950 on the NQ. No follow through on that long either, huh? We might just say we're done. Have had our fun for the mornings. Still think we should have some more on the upside, guys. I really do. I mean, the levels say we should have a little bit more on the upside. But now you kind of want the bigger pullback to buy it. Look, there's no reason. Just look at what happened. What back here says this should have stopped, right? We'll look for some stuff back here. This would have been a better level for it to stop at. So you'd like to see again, well, maybe down around that 200, even 800 area. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, we had eight. We had just right in the middle of the gap too. That's so silly. You did have a pretty strong level around that 864 area. So now that we're looking back at this, we got to stay above this recent high, and we can think back long again. And um, on the ES here. Um, well, there it was. Never mind. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, guys. They still had to push it higher. That was hard to call on the ES. You do have the breakout trade about to happen on the ES there. You did? Yeah. Yeah. You looking back at this, I mean, all we did was drive up to a level. That's all we did. We drove up to a level, pushed back down. Even here, I mean, obviously the gap is a level. So you got to, again, I still think 68. I can't get away from the 68 area up here, 68, 69. So I think we do just need to stay above this level right here, and it goes back through the gap again. I'd be okay with that. Huh? And an 811 NQ long. Sorry, I missed that, Megan. I would have, yeah, I would have liked that. That's back where that's a good spot, Megan. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not going to go there now. I think we, it's a level I had from from Globex and just now, and it's a level that I had before. I just don't know where it came from. I'm looking at where that could have come from. Oh, I had the 811. It was already on my chart. That's the thing. Whenever I have a level on my chart, I know I've found it somewhere before. I just don't know where. Where did I find that at? Where'd you see it at, Megan? Last week? Somewhere around there. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Range and tick. Okay. She's just looking at price action then. Well, I had it, so and you found it, so I know it's there. I know it's a thing. I think I think I don't know. I'm not gonna take any more risk on this eval, do I? I don't do that. Okay. All right. Listening to Paul. Okay. No, I told you I was gonna do whatever you say on it. I'll take my trades and I'll stop when you tell me to stop. I'll take them all. Yeah. I mean, my trades are high probability trades, buddy. Lost one day. Yeah. Not quite because I was already up that morning, but it was a loss for the day. So I not one day have I hit the $500 loss that I have set into it. Not one day. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm gonna work on the ME. Yeah, whatever. That's how you do it. Yeah, get paid by it now. We're still in it, Todd. We're still in it. I don't know if anybody's passed it yet. They should be doing exactly what we're doing. I know, but you didn't follow what we're doing, Todd. I saw that you did that. but it's got to be tick century and that stuff. That was the idea behind it is take the tick century trades, MNQ. You were just yeah, we're just gonna do it on the MNQ. That's it. Yeah, but great job. I mean, great job on doing it. I mean, he already passed the eval and has it as a PA. But Todd's a good trader though. He's become a really good trader. Would it take you like 2 days to pass it, Todd? I think it took him like 2 days. And he doesn't over leverage either. He's trading a couple minis, couple three minis, right? He is. I guarantee. I'm I'm at like 1,400 D-nice because I took that one loss. You had a couple. Yeah, three. But he, um, yeah, but Todd using 3 to 5 minutes, but he also does A plus setups. He makes sure that there's high probability on the trade. He does a lot. Oh, there you go, Rusty. Keep it. Good job. Yeah, I know that. I know it was a bull Knox Todd. I was just saying that. I was just saying that you're not doing what other people do and throw a bunch of contracts at something and try to pass it. You're actually doing it the right. You're trading the right way. You're trading good trade setups and everything. That's what I know. Todd's doing that because I see his trades all the time. Imagine that. Well, Todd sends me his trades all the time. People, who else here is sending me your trades all the time? Like I know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing. I know the trades. I know what trade setup he takes. I know what his favorite trade is. I know what his highest winning percent trade is. I know it all. Send me your trades. You might have to do something. No, bingo. Well, I guarantee this way because he got most of he got like half of it one day. I guarantee what happened is he got a couple good wins early and kept going. Guarantee. Is that right, Todd? You got a couple wins early on the day you passed it and you kept going? I'm almost 90% sure one of those was probably a runner. Like 99% sure that's how he got it passed that day. It was a $1,400 day. I'm gonna say he said yes to that. Yeah. Oh, it was 1,800 and four. Yeah, so 2 days. He got up early and got huge. Kept going. Got up early in the account that day, and then, yeah, there you go. Anyway, great job, Todd. Great job. Elliot, nice. Good job, buddy. Good job, man. Good job, guys. I'm closing out the stream.
Note before we dive in. This is educational content only. Liberty Trading Club is not a financial advisor. Everything you see here is for learning purposes only. Remember, trading involves risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. So always do your own research and trade wisely.